Droopy, Master Detective is a fun and memorable piece of 90s animation produced by Hanna-Barbera that aired on Fox Kids in 1993. It was a spin-off of the Tom and Jerry Kids show where Droopy and his son Dripple had first appeared in their own segments. It was also a revival of the classic MGM cartoon character created by Tex Avery and reimagined for a new generation of Saturday morning viewers. The show follows the adventures of Droopy and his son Dripple as they run their private detective agency. Based in a city that's a parody of the 1940s film noir settings, they take on various cases, almost always involving the villainous McWolf trying to steal something, kidnap someone, or otherwise cause trouble. True to his classic character, Droopy always solves the case and defeats the villain, not through brilliant deduction, but through sheer, unflappable luck and his surprising hidden strength, all while delivering his famous deadpan lines.
See, son, it pays to advertise.
The show took the classic passive-aggressive Droopy and placed him in a new role, a brilliant, albeit unassuming private detective. It cleverly packaged the classic formula into a new setting. Droopy Master Detective also included Screwball Squirrel shorts. This was a fun and very original revival of another classic MGM character, though the 90s version was significantly toned down from the manic, chaotic original directed by Avery. The character was renamed Screwball instead of Screwy, and his adventures now take place in a public city park. Each episode, he messes with hot-headed park attendant Dweeble and his dumb guard dog Rumpley. Both shows ran for a total of 13 episodes split into 39 segments. Droopy, the titular master detective, voiced by the legendary Don Messick, reprising his role from the Tom and Jerry Kids show, he retains his iconic, monotone voice, slow demeanor, and catchphrases like,
"Do we have health insurance?"
I forgot to pay the last premium.
In the Master Detective segments, Droopy isn't just a good cop, he's an unstoppable force of cosmic justice. While the bad guys panic and their schemes fall apart, Droopy plods along, seemingly unaffected, always arriving at the correct solution through sheer passive inevitability. Despite his classic passive appearance, he is incredibly capable and always wins in the end. Dripple, Droopy's son and his eager young assistant, voiced by Charlie Adler, who also voices Screwball, Dripple is essentially a smaller, more energetic version of his father.
Pop, she has a tail. What is she exactly?
An adolescent fantasy, son.
He often helps set the plans in motion, but is still usually Droopy's luck that saves the day. He made his official debut in the Tom and Jerry Kids segments. Despite the positive reception from fans at the time, he has not appeared in any Droopy media or later incarnations since this show ended.
I'd like to see her resume.
McWolf, the show's primarily antagonist, voiced by the versatile Frank Welker, McWolf is a caricature of a criminal mastermind constantly scheming to commit crimes, take over the world, and always trying to outsmart or eliminate Droopy and Dripple. Of course, he fails every time in spectacular fashion. His character is based on Tex Avery's Wolf from Red Hot Riding Hood and other shorts.
Screwball Squirrel is the name. Park is my game.
Screwball Squirrel is the polar opposite of Droopy. Manic, loud, hyperactive, and constantly aware, that he is in a cartoon. He is a force of pure, unadulterated chaos. He wears a red t-shirt and often a Napoleon-style blue hat. He lives in a hollow tree in the center of the park and frequently annoys Dweeble and his dog with his antics. The show had a lot of supporting characters based on the Miss Vavoom type, a beautiful and glamorous client who often hires the detectives. She is a classic dame from the noir genre, serving as a damsel in distress or the object of McWolf's affections. She usually drives all men crazy, including Droopy and his son. She was voiced by Teresa Genzel, who also voiced different characters based on Vavoom, like the Mermaid, Glitter Goldfin, Miss Mysterious, and Gwendala. All of them were based on Red from the classic Red Hot Riding Hood short.
You must keep that Verschlugenheiner Arzt van Wildenhutens and Screwball Squirrel in line. And don't forget it.
Dweeble and his dog Rumpley are both typical Hanna-Barbera comedy foes that has to deal with Screwball in each of his episodes and are usually on the losing end. They typically mind their own business in the park, but Screwball finds a way to disturb and humiliate them. It also included two more forgotten characters from the previous Tom and Jerry Kids show that had their own episodes, Wild Mouse and Lightning Bolt the Super Squirrel. A product of its time, it was part of a major trend in the 90s of creating kid versions of classic cartoon characters like a pup named Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones Kids, and of course Tom and Jerry Kids show itself. The animation style was updated to the standard 90s Hanna-Barbera television style. It was cleaner and more fluid than the limited animation used in some of their other 60s, 70s TV cartoons, but it lacked the wild, exaggerated, and squash and stretch energy of the original tech-savvy MGM shorts. Modernized plots. While the core humor remained the same, the plots were framed as detective cases. Usually McWolf would commit a crime, and Droopy and Dripple would be hired to stop him. This gave a narrative structure to the classic chase and punchline gags, making it easy for kids to follow. Nostalgic voice cast. Having the late Don Messick voice Droopy was a huge plus because he also voiced him in the 1950s. It connected the new show directly to the character's legacy for longtime fans. Charlie Adler's performance was also a loving tribute to the original Droopy voice actor Bill Thompson.
Hello, Joe.
Droopy Master Detective is fondly remembered by those who grew up with it in the 90s. While it doesn't have the timeless, comedic genius of the original Avery shorts, it succeeded as a fun, light-hearted, and harmless Saturday morning cartoon. It's seen as a decent revival that respected the core of the character while updating the setting and premise for a modern audience. It stands as a charming, if not essential, chapter in the long history of one of animation's most iconic dogs. Despite his short run in this incarnation, Screwball Squirrel also became a cult favorite. His appearances in this show were a wonderful nod to the classic animation fans and his legacy overall. Both Screwball and Master Detective are often forgotten or rarely discussed today, mainly because of their short run. Its mysterious and comedic vibe are brilliant, underrated, and even surpass their original counterparts in many ways.